You're listening to us from at the moment, please do remember, if you have the opportunity to drive, or you are in a taxi, in a bus, in a mini cab, whatever means of transportation that you are on or in, please do well to obey the authorities. Do well to obey simple traffic rules. I don't think, in all fairness, we need individuals to come and shout and yell before proper things can be done. You know the right things. It's going to be a bit of an inconvenience, but it's going to be better for all of us. Because today, when coming down, some of these taxi drivers did not think about this, but there were people who had emergencies, people who had to deliver items, people who had to deliver medication. But because some individuals were going against traffic, were driving the wrong way, in a bid to, as it were, beat that particular junction, maybe that patient didn't get the drug as I went, or maybe that delivery was not made. It's those little things that count. We should, as it were, consider all of us when you're taking an action. Maybe that would help. Just think about that this morning. So taxi drivers, bus drivers, you in your private car, wherever you are right now. So please, during this period, for however long it does last, we need to act with a bit of decorum. Now, we start off this hour with a very interesting quote. Talent wins games, but teamwork and intelligence wins championships. I'm going to say that again. Talent wins games, but teamwork and intelligence wins championship. You know who said that? Michael Jordan. But we're not talking about sports this morning. No, we're talking about horrible employees. Horrible employees. 2 weeks ago, and I think last week as well, we had conversations about bosses, horrible bosses, why certain bosses treat people a certain type of way. But the full picture in any business is both from the employer's bit and also the employees. Now, sit down. Let us be very honest, one to another. Do you know any man or any woman who has been a poor employee? Individuals who don't come to work early, individuals who are sloppy at their job, who are nonchalant at their job, individuals who are caustic, toxic at their jobs. And this is across board, whether you are in the federal, state employment forum, or whether you're in the private sector. You have horrible employees. In fact, I'm sure everybody knows that horrible employees can actually wreck a business. I was at a pharmacy yesterday to purchase some drugs. Now, those who are attending obviously are not the owners of the place. About 3 of them. Now they got in and they were having a good conversation. It was good. There's a spirit of camaraderie amongst them. But there were 5 customers waiting. And I joined and became the 6th. Whilst we were waiting, I noticed that the service was slow. And I told the person, hey, look, I want this. Once you're getting this, can you answer me? Do you have this? Yes or no? He barely answered me and continued having a conversation with the other person like I did not exist. I took my voice an octave higher. Hey, I'm here waiting. I'm not trying to selfish to you. And the other person apologized. I'm not that short that you can't see me. Neither is my voice that tiny that you probably won't take me seriously. But there were other people waiting, and these 2 young men were bantering like they were in their rooms. Oh, how I'll carry this girl. I need just 2 weeks to toast this girl. When I toast this girl, you know the Port Harcourt slang. When I toast this bunny, I go collect. And the women, they were looking at them like, what's going on? Is this how you run? Does your guy know you run your business or his business like this? Ooh, that's not even where it gets interesting. Now, recently, a farmer caught one of his staff members, right, coming to his farm to steal his birds. Now, let's put a price on the birds at maybe 1,500 or 2,000 naira. This young man had been stealing close to 50 birds. 50 birds. You know how much chicken is in the market now? And somebody comes and steals 50. He did not invest in the business. He did not lay the foundation. He did not buy zinc, nails, or bulb, or pay for the vet to come and give the medication to the birds. No. His primary job there is to make sure the coop is swept, and then the birds get to be migrated every other day to keep the place clean. This Baba decides to come back in the night and steal his Oga's birds. Now, the Oga says, I pay him. It's not I don't pay him, I pay him. So whilst we have been speaking about bosses, managers who have been terrible, supervisors who have been terrible, let's focus this morning on the challenges of having a terrible employee. My question for you this morning: would you, in all honesty, assess yourself this morning and admit to your shortcomings and admit to the question, are you a bad employee?
Real stories, real people. Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
08179230002, 08179230003, 08179230007, and then the female caller line is 08179230009. WhatsApp and Telegram 080903064016, 080903064016. The program Hello Port Harcourt, and we are looking at bad or horrible employees. Ask the question: would you be honest enough to admit to yourself that you, yes, you, listening to us right now, you are a bad worker, you are a bad employee? More importantly, when we do address that, are you willing to change? Now, remember, when you call in, please do well to turn down the volume of your radio set. We want to get to enjoy your conversation and your contribution on the subject matter this morning. Are you a bad employee? Are you a boss? Are you a business owner? We want to get your stories, your challenges, how you circumvent some of the nuances of some of your staff members. Now, all of this is going under the assumption that you are a decent boss or manager. It's an assumption here, because we do know that there are terrible employees. We've spoken about terrible bosses in the past, and we'll also revisit as the situation arises. But for the program Hello Port Harcourt this morning, like I told you, I visited a pharmacy. In fact, I visited a lot of pharmacies yesterday. And there were some that were cordial, there were some that were respectful, but there were also others that were downright rude. Ooh, let's not even forget those who are the waiters or waitresses, particularly in bookers. I use a lot of bookers. I'm a booker kind of guy. And yesterday, I was actually shocked that whilst people are saying we need more customers, we need our food to be finished, there are some businesses, there are some bookers you get to by 12:30 p.m. in the afternoon, their food is finished because of the patronage. And then there are some, they will be begging for customers. Walter is speaking to us. Good morning, Walter.
My brother Jude.
Good morning.
It has been a hectic day today. And the contributions, all you're saying on radio, I'm happy. You see, in a business, we have rules and regulations.
Yes.
If you don't want to work with me, abide to my rules and regulations, quit. You understand me now? So, in a business area, when you are employing somebody, you tell him or her, how we operate. So if the person doesn't like, but you go. But Jude,
Yes, please.
that's by the side. Why I called you is, my brother, you are too much. You should thank your parents. Thank your parents. The way they brought you. I'm telling you, if I have somebody or my child that can be in your mood, I'll be happier more than you.
Okay.
Please, if you are, when I worked, my first salary, I bought drink, I gave to my parents, my father particularly. I gave to him. He thanked me. And that appreciation, So what I'm telling you, if you have not given anything to your parents, please, as I'm telling you now, they train you very well. Buy anything you feel like, give to your parents. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Walter. All right, so definitely get my dad something. Who knows? Maybe a new car. That would be nice. All right, moving on now. Good morning, Jude. We have businesses that have gone down because of this customer service. You have bosses who tell their employees, do A, but they don't do B, they do C and D. Jacob, 90.3, good morning.
Hello, Jude. Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome, please.
I'm Anna.
Welcome, Anna.
I run a business.
Okay.
By the grace of God, I have four workers. So I've been in this business for quite some years anyway.
All right.
But in this particular lady I employed, I was last year. I was last year employed. I employed her. And, I do supply anyway. I do supply. So there's this day she did a supply for me, but she did not record that supply. And that supply was 365,000.
Wow.
Yes, 365,000. I know the funniest thing. Monthly pay is 45,000 naira.
Okay.
Yes, monthly pay. Their monthly pay is 45,000 naira. Times the four of them. How much do I make a month? 45,000 naira times 4%.
That's 100.
But apart from that, the senior staff, his own is more than that. That guy has been with me for quite some years now. So his own is more than that. But the other three is 45. So how much do I make a month? 365,000 naira supply she did. My dear, was nowhere to be found. But unfortunate for her, I didn't even know. Unfortunate for her, yes, she did the supply. Yeah, when they told her so time they're going to pay the money to her, she sent her own personal account to them.
Whoa.
Yeah, she sent her own personal account to them. Unfortunately for her, something happened. There was a delay. So those persons could not pay at that time. At a point, one of the members of that organization came to meet my senior staff and said, please, sorry, we have paid the money by now, but we couldn't meet up the payment. So my senior staff asked, when did we supply you stuff?
So, yeah.
That was how we came to know that this lady supplied this thing from since last year. So my dear, though she's no longer working with me anyway, because when I saw that, I was like, no, this person cannot
stay. So you fired her?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So you fired her. Hello? Oh dear. Now that's expected. You fire somebody who was not trying. Well, maybe she has been stealing before. Maybe that's just the first time that you caught her. So if you just join us, we're talking about horrible employees. Now, it's not just the interaction between you, the boss, and the employee, but amongst employees. Sometimes there's rancor amongst the ranks. Now, different groups will tell you cohesiveness is the most important thing. Team dynamics. So if you have somebody that doesn't work well with other persons, it makes the job very difficult. Ima, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Welcome, please.
I've had reason this morning. For employees and employers relationship, that is one serious issue. These employees sometimes they are terrible. They openly, some of them, not all of us, there are some that are sincere. But we have some of these employees, especially in these multinationals, who openly flout employment rules. And even flout government constitutional rules. Even when the court of the highest order, the Supreme Court, gives judgment, they will not accept to do it. I don't know if you understand.
Yes.
Such exists. I can name one clearly that have flouted the constitutional rule, flouted Supreme Court judgment. Two, when workers are underpaid, some of them are bound to do some funny things. If you pay your worker well, from the rules of engagement, I doubt the worker that the employee that will want to. I know some of them will do so, but I doubt to a very large extent they are the sincere ones.
All right, so it's all about payment. All right, Michael in Transamadi, apologies there. Please, once again, our WhatsApp and Telegram number is 0809-030-6416. 0809-030-6416. We're talking about poor employees, bad employees. Can you honestly look at yourself and say, the way I've been acting over the years or months or weeks I've been at this corporation or this company, have I been a good person? Have I been a good employee?
Can you take our own call?
Hello, good morning.
I've been waiting now.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, welcome, please.
Mr. Jude, in fact, I'm not happy about this time. Maybe what taking for more so because it's our air time.
Apologies, there are lots of people waiting as you're speaking as well. So it's a first come first thing issue.
I know, but as some of your anchors used to do, there's time limit.
There is a time limit. Go on, please. Go on, please.
Okay, Jude.
Yes.
My own. Actually, I don't know where to even start my own. But mine is I drive the cab, so where will I assess my own self from?
Okay, let's start.
Of being a bad employer, bad employer, be an employer in this case.
Yes.
Because I also use some mistakes to also drive my car. So in this case now, where do I place myself as a taxi driver?
Well, if you have people working under you,
I don't have.
Okay.
No, I don't have. I drive myself.
Okay, so you are self-employed.
Yes, I'm self-employed.
Okay, so you employ yourself, so we won't put you in that category. But imagine if you were, and I'm sure you have friends who work for people. Do you think they're honest to their owners, to the owners of the vehicle? Be honest.
No. I have seen some I have some friends who drive the diesel truck.
Yes.
You understand? So when the boss pays them money to go and buy diesel from the NNPC or any quality selling diesel company, they divert the money. They come to these bunkering people to buy the diesel from them.
Interesting.
Yes, and sometimes this illegally refined diesel is not so pure, so it knocks the engine. So I have seen, but I have worked in a fast food before, so that's what some of them do. They drive the car to that place and buy from them and mix with the NNPC or any other good selling place. So I've seen that. And once something goes wrong, those guys will pretend
that they don't know.
They don't know anything. Yes, I've seen that.
So, OD is in the element. Apologies, OD. 9.3, good morning. Okay, all right. So let's get to a commercial. When we return, more on this conversation to get to ask you, yes, you, the Port Harcourt person, wherever you are right now, wherever you are in River State, ask yourself, am I a good employee? Have I done the right things? Have I done the good things? Have I done what was stipulated on my contract? 90.3 Nigeria Info.
News of Africa and the world every day right here on Nigeria Info.
All right, so how good of an employee are you? Do you think you do the right thing when you are meant to? And as we talk about interactions, no one is above reprimand or reprieve in some instances. So sometimes you will make a mistake, not because you are stubborn or maybe you don't want to conform, but maybe you just didn't know, or maybe you felt your way was the better way. But the boss says, this is the way I want this thing to be done. But we have people, and I'm localizing here to Port Harcourt because a lot of people, I remember last week, someone, what's her name? I think it's Arcelia, who commented that if you get to petrol station pumps, if you get to fast food restaurants, the customer service that you have within Port Harcourt is poor. And it got me thinking, does she have a real case to have? Or maybe it was just, you know what they say, a case of circumstance. Maybe the places that she has been visiting have been places where the response, the service has just been shoddy. But having experienced what I experienced yesterday, it reminded me of her comment. Under the heavy rain yesterday in Choba, yesterday, I stood for almost 10 minutes looking at this young man. I want to buy medication. This banny, that banny, how that guy, they think they do the ban itself. I don't understand. If I follow that ban in 2 weeks, I don't carry him. There are clients in front of you. No one says you shouldn't, have a light atmosphere at work, because in all honesty, I don't think anybody can pay you so much that you might be satisfied. I doubt that. We do the same here. My colleagues and I, we step out. We have those of you who have ever been to the studio here before. We have conversations, we gist, we laugh, we share ideas, we bounce off each other. But we cross a threshold, we get into the studio, it's time to work. When you come and you have a live appearance, we ask you, are you here for so and so? What time? What's your schedule? Let's check. Let's go. But this young man paid no mind talking about their bunnies. And I wonder if their, in quote, Oga or their manager was there, if they would act the same. 0817-923-0002. 0817-923-0003. 0817-923-0007. And then the female caller line is 0817-923-0009. WhatsApp and Telegram available on 0809-030-6416. 0809-030-6416. At Nigeria Info PH for Facebook. At Nigeria Info PH for Facebook. Are you a good employee? And it's not just about you doing what Oga says. Do you get along with your other colleagues? Are you the kind of person people like to work with?
Calling from LMS.
OD, good morning to you.
Yes, morning.
Good morning. Welcome, please.
Dario.
This is Jude.
Very wonderful program.
Good morning.
The thing is that we Nigerians, we don't believe in adding value. What we want to do is to enrich ourselves, no matter how small that business is. Even a kiosk. Call somebody and ask that person, how much will I pay you? With the level of this business, I'll pay you 8,000. If you don't really, if you know the 8,000 is not enough, you go. But this one, they will accept the job. And then believe that they need to, that where they work is where they will get money from what each from. And by so doing, they will run the business. Like these guys in the pharmacy you're talking about, if they go to the bank to get loan and open that pharmacy, we'll try that. They won't try it because they know if the time runs out, they are in trouble. You understand? So the thing is just 90% of people out there telling you there is no job. It's not that there is no job. There is. Some of them are not working because they believe their level is beyond the job they got. Or maybe there is no way for them to steal out a stock from the business owners. So therefore they will just stay back. Understand? Where I work, there are people who almost every day you tell you, okay, I got this amount, I got this, I got that. It's not part of the salary. How do you get it? You understand? So the thing is that we need to work on ourselves as a person. So sometimes the people that own the business might not be willing to pay more because they look at the size of the business, the income, and how will they manage. You understand? So some of them, they employ you because they have something doing. They want you to be there. Don't take all these things. We all just believe that, okay, my problem is every day I need 2,000. Maybe your salary is 20,000. And you get 2,000 every day times 30 days or 7 days. Above your salary already, you pay yourself. Look at that man who talks about debt, that his worker is stealing debt.
Yeah.
He will pay you from that same debt. You don't even know if this guy is taking a loan from bank or somewhere. So the thing is not good. We really need to work on ourselves as a person.
All right, thank you very much, Odi. Moses. Oh, apologies there, Moses. 923, good morning.
Good morning, Jude.
Good morning. Please, can you turn off your radio set, please?
I'm doing that right now.
Thank you.
My name is Joy.
Good morning, Joy.
Okay, about the issue of employees and good and bad employees, I've actually had some level of experience. And most of these people that work for you, many a times, many of them have this mentality of, make I just do my work, you pay me my money, I go my way. Anyone want to I thief and all that. I was talking to somebody recently and I told them attitude to work matters a lot. No matter how little the job you're doing is, your attitude towards that job can either make you get a better job, even through the person who employed you, because of why you have a good attitude to work. It's not about the money that person is paying you at that point in time. Now, I believe if you go for a job interview now, for instance, and the person aligns the job to you, gives you an offer, and then you have an option. If it's something you can do it wholehearted. Don't do it because you just don't have a choice to do it, and by so doing it, you want to cut corners to see yourself become so, I don't know how to say it now. You see some employees even richer than the so-called person that employed them because why they cut corners. Now listen to the story that woman that called you first narrated of an employee who supplied a good sports at 300-something thousand.
365.
No matter how big that business is, imagine that amount of money off it.
Just missing, and they didn't even know.
So some people, I don't know. I have one recently who was emotionally blackmailing me. Every little thing, I want to leave this job. I will find a way around it so we reconcile. Then this particular day, she started again. Please, I will leave this job at any time. I said, you want to leave? She said, yes. You want to leave? She said, yes. Okay. We calculated back. Let me know if I'm owing her or not. I wasn't owing her. I said, okay. I'm not owing you. You're not owing me. Come and start going. She started begging. That's funny. I'm going now. You said, begging seriously. I'm this type of person. I don't like creating things. She begs so much that I should throw her out of my work premises. She's not going anywhere. I should even look at the
Wow. She now wants to be a prisoner in your business. She wanted to be a prisoner in your business.
Imagine now. There are people that I don't know what runs through the.
Oh, okay. All right. Moses. Good morning, Moses. Moses, did you put us on hold? Hello? Okay, seems as though Moses put us on hold. Apologies. Okay, all right, let's get to read messages. All right, 0809-030-6416. Good morning, Jude. I can boldly hit my chest and say I am a good employee. I am a driver with the company. Most times, what most employees exhibit is the result of the attitude of the employer or the company displays towards them. Jude, how do you expect an employee to give his or her best when he or she is being owed for months? Case in point, Nigerian workers for the federal and state government. Moving on. Jude, where I work, if the vehicle we use for marketing and supply breaks down, it will take days before the company will give you a go-ahead order to fix the vehicle. So for me, I earnestly pray my vehicle doesn't break down on the road because I know that vehicle will slip on the road, and I wouldn't want that at all because it is risky considering the goods in the car and the car itself. For me, I'd say I'm a good employee, but the company have star welfare issues. Timothy from Abuloma. Thank you very much, Timothy. All right, 923. Oh, sorry about that. Hello, good morning. All right, once again, please, when you call in, do well to turn down the volume of your radio set. We are talking about employees. We had a conversation about a week and 2 weeks ago as well about horrible bosses. But what are these employees? Who are these employees that seem to derive some sort of pleasure in frustrating their bosses? Now, there are the sad employees, people who already have emotional issues, and then they come to work for you. So they are, in quotes, bad vibes get to be carried, get to be expressed in their work, in their place of business. Last month, I was at the market to buy eggs, and the lady who I buy eggs from, she's a mature woman, she's an elderly woman. I place her in her late 50s. But she had somebody new who was working with her. I placed that woman in her early 40s. She was no spring chicken. But this woman in her 40s was willing to learn. She said, madam, I know how to tie this and I can tie it. I'm your new employee. Let me learn. Let me show you I can do this. And I stood her back, observing. It was a Chubo market. I was buying eggs. The woman was, what they call it, traditional attire. Also was in what they call knee-length wrapper thing. So this was a woman, like we like to say in this country. But here she was telling me, oh no, madam, let me do it. I can attend to this customer. I was totally aback. I stood up, I was shocked. Not because it doesn't happen often, but because of the passion she was showing to her new job. This woman is, like I said, looked like in her 40s. So she's probably worked or done things before in her life. She probably has children. But here she was, assisting a woman who sells eggs and baking items. And she was willing to take the initiative to attend to a customer. How many of you are like that? How many of you are good employees? 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003. Our WhatsApp number is 0809-030-6416.
I actually wanted to dial into the conversation that is going on.
And you have dialed into the conversation. Good morning.
Morning to you.
Good morning.
Yeah, I just like the conversation this morning.
Welcome.
My name is Chukuma.
Good morning, Chukuma. Chukuma, please turn off your radio set, please.
Okay, I've done that.
Thank you.
What I can say about this is that it's a two-way thing. And what I mean by that is that some employers, they just employ people and put them to the front desk or wherever they want them to work without proper training.
True.
I believe that if some of these people are trained, the way and attitude they exhibit before the customers or towards their employers will change. Just like what you narrated. Those people might not know that what they are doing is wrong. I'm not justifying anybody. But I will use myself as an example. Where I worked before I started working where I'm actually working now, I was not trained. I was just employed and, I started working. But where I'm currently working now, I stayed in a hotel for 2 months, undergoing intensive training on how to interact with customers.
Oh, wow.
And then I was now realizing some of the mistakes I was making where I was working. Even though I was not abusing anybody, but there's some things, how you even address the customer, or how you talk to people who have come to patronize you matters a lot. But then, I was not trained. I didn't know about that. So, these other people trained me for 2 months. And there's something significant, and companies are beginning to realize that, and they are putting a lot of resources in training and retraining their workers. That does not mean that there are some people that still misbehave after the training. And I will tell you one thing. I hate it when I see people who are not exhibiting or who are not working according to the standards. Okay. Especially professionals.
Okay.
This morning, I called a radio program. I won't mention names. I wanted to give them a contract, kind of. So I called the radio program. And one of the agents in another location picked. I now asked, please, are you representing this radio program? The lady said yes. Okay, I said, okay, look at my location. He said, no problem. Let me give you number of the person you can contact in that location. And I was given a number to call. So I called, I introduced myself. I asked the same question again, please, do you represent this radio program? The person mentioned his or her name. I won't want to mention names. The person mentioned his or her name without knowing the customer's need. I was then asking, please, do you represent this radio program? He said, go ahead. So I don't think the person answered my question, and I wasn't okay with it, and I had to drop the call. Because I repeatedly asked, the person was also like challenging, there was no rapport. It was just like, go ahead, as in, I was trying to create that rapport, but it wasn't there. The person felt, it did not feel as if I'm disturbing him or her. I'm just feeling as if I'm, so, since I'm a disturber, I can take my contract and go. I have some other radio program who can help and do that. And I've given it to another radio program, and as I'm speaking to you, this happened this morning. I'm not talking of yesterday. I've never commented in any of this conversation, but I have to call in now because of this and because of what transpired this morning. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure to hear from you. All right, messages here. This one here says, I am a very good worker. I do my best to come to work early. I responsibly attend to my clients in my company. I have colleagues who are not as great at their job as they ought to be. Maybe they're not happy, but I'm happy where I am. I know I will get better. Rejoice. There, Rejoice says, she knows. I think Rejoice is a female name, right? All right, she knows she will get better. All right. Let's see now, 0809030, just before we go on the commercial, 08090306416, 08090306416. All right. Eze here says, good morning, Jude. Being good is not necessarily good enough. You have to make the extra push. Every business has its shortcomings or shortfalls. We all should make sacrifices. If we key into the idea of the business, even the salary will not be the motivation. It's the passion that drives the work. All right. Thank you very much. So let's take a commercial break right now. 11 o'clock, our big one this morning. Whew! Some tables are guaranteed to be shook after we have that conversation at 11 o'clock. And it is all about marriage.